This summer, I broke my ankle, and I was really bummed out. I couldn't walk, I couldn't drive. And more importantly, I couldn't do all those amazing hiking adventures that I love to do around Cleveland's amazing natural areas. But then I realized, wait a minute, maybe I could still enjoy Cleveland's scenic and breathtaking views if I just choose the right spots. And the Cleveland metropolitan area is so lucky to have so many accessible places where you can enjoy dramatic scenery. Whether you have a disability, an injury, or you're just looking for a more even terrain, I'm going to show you 10 accessible scenic overlooks around the Cleveland area. But before I do, go ahead and hit like and subscribe so that you never miss your dose of nature in the city. Let's go check it out. Located only a few miles from Cleveland's west border, Lakewood Park offers a panoramic view of Lake Erie and the downtown skyline. The park itself has plenty of paved pathways and an accessible ramp that goes down the bluff to the water's edge. A stunning view of downtown can be admired at the end of a long promenade. The famous Solstice steps are a popular hangout for local Lakewood residents and visitors alike. The steep bluffs seen on either side of the park are natural bedrock cliffs. The extreme northwest portion of the Appalachian foothills ends suddenly along the Lake Erie shoreline west of Cleveland, where natural exposures of Chagrin Shale can be seen. This 365-million-year-old bedrock is very fragile and easily erodible, making these cliffs a hazard for anyone who lives along them. They offer unexpected dramatic scenery in a region whose reputation is often underrated for its topography. Would you ever guess that there's a 50-foot waterfall in the middle of Cleveland? Seeming to appear out of nowhere is Mill Creek Falls, one of the largest waterfalls in Ohio, located smack in the middle of the Slavic Village neighborhood. Despite the steep drop, people of all abilities can view the falls from an accessible ramp and overlook. A small, paved trail downstream from the falls offers a glimpse of the deep wooded gorge that takes Mill Creek to the Cuyahoga River. Mill Creek itself is the second largest tributary to the Cuyahoga River, and the overlook and small green space is managed by Cleveland Metroparks as part of their Garfield Park Reservation. Cleveland is filled with hidden streams and waterfalls, so be on the lookout for future videos that feature Cleveland's hidden streams and urban waterfalls. When those videos are ready, I'll link them in the description below. The dramatic Big Creek Valley can be viewed from the Brookside Overlook, just a short stroll away on a paved trail from the Meadow Ridge parking lot in Cleveland Metroparks' Brookside Reservation. The path passes through restored woods and wetlands that teem with wildflowers and wildlife. The view is breathtaking as you look over a large urban stream valley. Big Creek is the last remaining still intact tributary to the Cuyahoga River that's within the city limits of Cleveland, though you'll feel like you're somewhere else if you come here. The tumbling cascades of the east branch of the Rocky River in Berea are stunning against a backdrop of viaduct bridges. The river downcuts through tough Berea sandstone that crumbles over the brittle shale bedrock below, giving these falls a bouldery look. This overlook is extremely easy to access from a small parking lot just several feet away, and the soothing sound of the falls drowns out the hustle and bustle of nearby Berea at the southern end of Cleveland Metroparks' Rocky River Reservation. A rural escape only 40 minutes from Cleveland, the Scenic Overlook at Lake Metroparks' Girdled Road Reservation looks down into a rugged and remote Appalachian Stream Valley, a view that is easy peasy to access from a nearby parking lot and paved path with restrooms close by. Deep woods and the Big Creek tributary to the Grand River are nothing shy of breathtaking and rustic, but enjoyable from the comfort of an accessible path and overlook platform. Be sure to check out my video where we explore in-depth Girdled Road Reservation. I'll link that in the video description below. In a secluded area of Cleveland Metroparks' Bedford Reservation, the beginning of Tinker's Creek's 220-foot plunge into a steep gorge can be easily enjoyed by all on the Overlook platform in Viaduct Park. The platform itself is built on a former railroad right-of-way bridge that has been partially buried when a larger railroad line was built. And the Overlook offers a view straight into a sandstone and shale gulch with a large waterfall. There is also a steep but accessible path that will take you down into the falls and the former hydroelectric mill site for a closer view of the falls. One of the easiest to access scenic overlooks is Buttermilk Falls in Cleveland Metroparks' North Chagrin Reservation. The viewing platform is very close to a small parking lot and all-purpose trail. Even those that are short on time will surely find it worth pulling over, and it won't take anyone too long to reach the viewing platform. A small stream tumbles over shale bedrock and plunges into a deep and rugged hemlock ravine. The evergreen trees that line this ravine are a native conifer, eastern hemlock, that only grow in cool, damp, and lush spring-fed stream valleys like this rustic gulch along Buttermilk Creek, a tributary to the Chagrin River. The Eastern Ledge Overlook is where one can witness the stunning topography of the Portage Escarpment, with Euclid Creek down below carving its way down shale bedrock as it races for Lake Erie. The overlook itself is accessed by most from a steep trail within Cleveland Metroparks' Euclid Creek Reservation. But not to worry, another connecting path that starts in a quiet residential neighborhood on Donna Drive nearby makes this dramatic overlook accessible to all. Along the edge of the overlook, rare and beautiful chestnut oaks abound, true sentinels of the Appalachian region. These trees are unique in that they grow almost exclusively near the tops of cliffs and ledges across the Appalachian Mountain region, with their northwest limit reaching the Cleveland area. Downstream from Viaduct Park, where we were earlier, the depth and vastness of the Tinker's Creek Gorge can be best appreciated and easily accessed from the Tinker's Creek Gorge Scenic Overlook in Cleveland Metroparks' Bedford Reservation. The gorge itself is designated as a National Natural Landmark by the U.S. Department of the Interior and is well preserved thanks to its early protection by Cleveland Metroparks. The overlook is just a few feet away from a small parking lot with restrooms, offering comfort and essentials for all, while still offering a breathtaking retreat. Be sure to come during autumn to admire the stunning fall colors in a richly forested valley. Last but not least is Camp Cleveland. This small park, built on a former Civil War-era military hospital camp, is not only accessible to people with disabilities, but is seamlessly accessible to residents of Cleveland's Tremont neighborhood, as the overlook and trail are at street level. Ramps and wide connecting paths with swing benches, chairs, and grills make for a relaxing spot to view Cleveland's Industrial Valley and downtown skyline from the top of a bluff along the Cuyahoga River. The park also provides a hop-on point for the 110-plus mile Ohio and Erie Canal towpath trail that passes right through the park. The trail corridor itself provides a narrow strip of wildlife habitat in a dense urban area, and the park and trail are managed by Cleveland Metroparks. Well, now that I'm recovering, I'll soon be back to scrambling big boulders in deep ravines. But for now, I'll be a little more cautious and enjoy Cleveland's amazing scenery through one of the many very accessible scenic overlooks. Scenic overlooks in an urban environment provide not only a respite from the hustle and bustle of city life, but they help us put things in perspective and sort of help ground us and really help us develop a sense of place when we have a perspective where we can gaze across the places that we live in. Do you have scenic overlooks in your hometown? What other accessible scenic overlooks around Cleveland do you know about? Let me know in those comments below. And while you're at it, why don't you share some photos as well? From the high bluffs of Cleveland, Ohio, my name is Alex, and I'm your CLE Urban Naturalist.